Hi guys, good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. So don't mind the hair, guys, because it's seen better days. Today is clearly not one of them. It looks like I have the DiCaprio bangs from like Titanic. Anywho, and Innova, thank you so much for creating the 3380 because it's going to be another great tool that I can add to my toolbox. And guys, I'm going to show you what's probably going to be the #1 reason that you would ever use an inspection camera or a baroscope camera for, and that's going to be to check inside an engine. Mini tools. Whoa, look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. Shoot, that's a really good quality camera. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. So now let's check inside the engine. Oh, that camera quality is super crisp, guys. Let's see what's promoted in the box. The screen resolution 960 by 240. That's exactly why. The screen 2.7 inch full color. The camera tube length is 39 inches, and then the camera size is 8.5 millimeter. And then there is a waterproof rating of IP67. You guys got a pretty good visual, right? So now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick this probe right into the cylinder head and check that out. Wow, this is definitely a great way to see if one of your valve stems broke. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Look at all that rust developing on my tensioner. Do you guys remember this engine bay? If you guys guessed RDX, you are correct. And guess who bought the RDX? Orlando did. And shortly after I sold him the RDX and he was driving it around and having fun with it, cough cough, hard launches, it threw a check engine light. So the second most common reason that we would use an inspection camera for is to check through any tight spaces inside the engine bay, and just to make sure that the circlips are still attached to the wastegates and the hoses are still clamped on, just to inspect that everything looks fine. And then that would be a proper diagnostics before even plugging in the scan tool, since I already knew what I touched inside this engine bay. And that way I can have a better analysis at what I'm gonna look for next, or what are probably gonna be my next steps to fixing this problem. Because Orlando, I'll fix it for you. All right. So this is the wastegate from the hot side, and the clip is still there. So I needed to inspect and make sure that everything still looked fine, since that is not an OEM circlip. That is one from Harbor Freight from a universal pack, but it still works. So this wastegate, guys, was the one with the problem that was throwing the overboost in the last series. This is the one that's right underneath the intercooler. And the shop owner did mention that I was actually supposed to adjust this little actuator lever. So that right there, I was supposed to adjust that according to spec, but I couldn't find anything anywhere in Acura's manual or through forums of like the size of how that's supposed to adjust. But it is supposed to be adjusted through that nut. Now the clip is fine, the wastegate's fine, but check out what I seen, and I think that's why it's throwing a code. So look at that hose right on top of the wastegate. Yep, right there. That hose is busted, so there's air leaking out of that. And if there's air leaking out of that, then this wastegate is not serving its purpose, and it's not releasing boost pressure, which is exactly why it's throwing the code that it is. Yep, look at that hose. That hose is ahora de la exacta medida. Now we got the piece. Let's do the install. Beautiful. I could just put that clip on and then we're good to go. This going. So we're gonna erase the codes. I searched it up on Google and I asked what would happen if a hose that is connected to the wastegate is leaking air, and it confirmed that a DTC would pop up stating that there is a problem in the turbocharger's performance. This was unexpected, but I really like that it was a repair video and a product review for the 3380 all in one go, because what other better way than to show you guys why it's super handy to have an inspection camera like this, and that way, you know, I could just repair my issue right then and there rather than having to wait. And I'm glad that it was a small issue, and I know that I'm still gonna have to drive the RDX on the freeway, so that way I can make sure that that code doesn't pop up. And you know, I will give you guys an update just in case. But besides not inspecting the hoses in the car, everything else was inspected, so hopefully everything else is fine. I will leave the link for the 3380 down below, so if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down. And if you guys want to see more RDX content, also let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was useful for you guys. Stay tuned for more. Stay blessed. Bye.